Hello, hello. Oh, wonderful. It's up there. That's exciting. Hi, my name is Stephen Indrisano. I'm a sophomore here at the University of Vermont, studying psychology and theater. But neither of those things are actually what I want to talk about today. I actually want to talk about a third passion of mine, one that's very close to my heart. So I was brainstorming artists who could bring that idea to you, and I wanted to choose someone who was the voice of a generation, someone who really had that artistic je ne sais quoi, a romantic genius, if you subscribe to it. Do we have any other Justin Bieber fans in the audience tonight? Yeah, believers, good. So, this is Baby by Justin Bieber, one of his earlier hits. You probably never did. It made him a lot of money. It's pretty famous. This, by the way, is Slipknot. Slipknot is famous for very different reasons. Wearing these incredibly extreme dark costumes, singing incredibly extreme dark lyrics, and generally having a good time. You'll notice that I'm talking over the music track. It's not something I make a habit of normally. I'll try to get out of the way during important moments. So, for example, in this song, I'm going to back out right before the chorus. Here. That's mostly on that whole So if that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. We just listened to a mashup. That's what that was. The mashup is simply put two songs mashed together. It's simple, but I put together a formula for you tonight in case you're so inclined mathematically. So we'll run through that real quick in this example. So we heard Justin Bieber's Baby, a classic, timeless really. Psychosocial by Slipknot. Fans of Slipknot will recognize that as one of their more mainstream hits. And the artist who put those two things together is named Ice9. He entitled it Psychosocial Baby. I highly recommend Ice9, by the way. You can find his YouTube channel. He's done interesting things with the Teletubbies theme song. In truth, it's not this simple, of course. We need to start at the community level with mashups, being that it is such a young genre, and that's actually already what I've done. So this definition here has actually been ripped straight from the r/mashups subreddit, which is one of several online communities that is devoted to mashups. So Reddit has a forum that has just around 75,000 subscribers. This is an online artistic community in which people can share their work, get critiqued, and gain skills. It would be moot without the variety of music hosting sites that we take for granted. Of particular note are hearthis.at and Bandcamp, and of course the granddaddy of them all, YouTube. YouTube exists in the mashup community as a bit of an archiving site. You see, there aren't that many things that have been around for the whole span of mashups, but you can find decades-old mashups on YouTube, which is surprisingly difficult online. I also threw Facebook up on there for this reason. Facebook exists as a way for larger groups to keep track of their fans, for fans to keep track of them. That middle number there, that is not a typo. Mashup Germany is an absolutely huge phenomenon. They have international fans. They're widely regarded as kind of the kings right now. They've actually produced professional work for basically like a German MTV style station. The question remains though, why is that? I mean, if it's all just Psychosocial Baby, how can these communities have gotten so large within basically just a decade? And the answer is, in short, that it's actually kind of beautiful. I'm going to play this song for you now. It is a very simple mashup, and what you see is what you get here. It's going to be live mixed in front of you. You'll notice that this is an older video of YouTube. So this song here, New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. This is a song by LCD Sound System. It's an incredibly somber experience. New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. It has to do with the romantic idea of what New York City is supposed to be. Like a rabbit cage. This song that's going to be played in a second is by the immortal Miles Davis, a man who took the trumpet as an instrument and did with it what no one thought was possible. And they're going to work together.
New York is safer
And there's no post-production really in this. It's entirely done live through records. Just 2 tabs.
You were filthy, but
This is what you get.
But they shuttered your
We're gonna have to cut this off early, which saddens me personally. I highly recommend you go out and listen to the whole piece. It's absolutely gorgeous. We have to get to the heart of this, and the heart of mashups is in memory. Memory is incredibly important to music, as several people have commented on. When you listen to a song, you're filing it away in a very specific category in your head. So when you listen to Justin Bieber's Baby, you're thinking, oh, I know that song. That's a pop song. That's from a few years ago. That artist, who was he? Oh, he's still making a lot of money. When you listen to Slipknot, you have a very different set of memories, a whole different schema involved. Oh, Slipknot, aren't they the ones that like wear those weird masks and set things on fire? Yes. So I wanted to prepare something today to really dive into the heart of what mashups are, and so I made one for this talk. This is going to exist in 3 basic parts. The underlying instrumental sample is by Nano Stern, a Chilean singer-songwriter. It is entitled Paso el Tiempo, which translates to Time Flies. The majority of the speaking will be done by Phil Kay, a slam poet. The piece is a wonderful work on grief and moving past the death of a loved one. It's entitled For My Grandmother. And in the middle, I've put a sample from an interview with this artist, Girl Talk. Girl Talk was one of the first people to pioneer the mashup genre. You can still find his work online. It's incredibly kind of avant-garde and not for everyone, but he broke ground, and for that reason, he deserved to be heard. And of course, this is dedicated to my own grandmother, Nana, rest in peace. There she is, holding my older cousin when he was not so old. So I'm gonna step away for a second and let my work do my talking for me.
For Nana, my grandmother. Nama sings, sticky under the sheets. Even after the cancer had opened every door in the mansion of her body, still singing. She looks up through the ceiling. We sit in an empty neon hospital. Some Easter egg forgotten in Los Angeles' backyard. She says, funerals are like birthday parties, except better. No one wastes money on presents, and everyone dresses up for the meal. My grandmother has been waiting to go for 8 months now. Today she stands tall on the dock. Her bag is neatly packed. Smile, she says. Lives are meant to be spent. Now I am in debt, and I'm tired of borrowing from the people I love. For my party, put me in a nice dress. No straps. I have very nice shoulders. No priest. No roses. No guns. She wants everyone to bring a bouquet of sunflowers and find someone else to give them to. For a band, she wants every secret shower singer, every sore-thigh drummer, every 3-chord bedroom rock star, a light bulb singer.
The main value of my music is recontextualizing familiar elements. So my music, I'm trying to embrace the elements I like. And granted, it is this new weird form, which you could perceive as something novel to your tongue-in-cheek, because I do manipulate and take it to these extents. But I come from the perspective, I just like music. I always have, from all genres, and I like to kind of celebrate, music. So my music is a bit more of a celebration rather than a response, or kind of any sort of subversion of the source material. To me, music is about making those connections, and having this sharing bonds with people. And I know for me, I grew up listening to hip hop. It was based on samples, a lot of, from sampling Kraftwerk to sampling, 70s funk stuff. And I think, to be into night record, to be into this sort of thing, you have to be bit willing to say, all right, that song's traditionally uncool, but I'm just gonna get into it for this reason. You know, I like it for this particular reason. I don't care what everyone else thinks.
She sighs, lets go of my hand. She begins to walk down the dock. She looks at us as if to say, don't worry, I will run. Carefully, so as not to ruin her hair, she places the elastic band of her birthday hat around her chin and disappears through the doorway.
So this is my voice, what I call it simply. This is how I express my emotions through other people's music, because when you get down to it isn't truly other people's music. You bring so much to the stuff that you listen to every single day, you don't even realize you're doing it. That is the power of a mashup. Because when I'm listening to Nano Stern, maybe I'm thinking about my grandmas. Maybe you have these associations too. Maybe you go out and change what it is to be a consumer of music. Maybe you find an online community. Maybe, just maybe, you make something absolutely beautiful. Because mashups are beautiful. Mashups remind us that Justin Bieber has more similar to Nano Stern, to Biggie Smalls, to you name it, that he has different. It's all just information, it's what we do with it. And what I would encourage is that you immerse yourself in all the things that you can do with it. You go out there and you find a way to get involved with your own music and your own memories. Thank you.